Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 14th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Thursday out there so far. Everybody has a great Thursday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Excuse me. Alright, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Hurricane Lee. Also, we're going to take a look at Hurricane Margot. Also, we're going to take a look at Invest 97L. Plus the Watches Warning Advisory map as well. And also to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today and your Friday. Alrighty, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty, as you can see here, we got Hurricane Lee looking kind of raggedy this afternoon. The eye wall has done collapsed. This is some dry air working into the center of the storm. The deep convection is still trying to flare up a little bit, but not quite as bad. Right now it has about 90 miles per hour winds as it continues to push on off to the north. Alright, we're going to take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center on Lee. Alright, you can see here's the wind field of the tropical storm force wind. Here's the hurricane force wind in the orange, the yellow looking color here. This is the tropical storm force wind. As you can see, Bermuda's under tropical storm warnings already because they're already getting tropical storm conditions in Bermuda. Also, we have tropical storm watches also in effect for portions of Rhode Island, also Connecticut, also in the portions of Massachusetts all the way up to Maine. Also over into portions of Nova Scotia there as well. We have a tropical storm warning on the islands out here off the Massachusetts, Rhode Island vicinity as well. We have hurricane watches in effect for portions of Maine up into portions of southern Canada and also down toward the Nova Scotia region as well. Remains a hurricane at 11 a.m. Supposed to remain a hurricane all the way through Saturday at 8 a.m. Saturday, then by Saturday p.m. weakening down to a tropical storm, and then will remain a post-tropical cyclone as it continues to push on off to the northern Atlantic, to the east of Canada by 8 a.m. Monday morning. Alright, if you're tracking this system at home, it's located near latitude 30.4 north, longitude 68.3 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 90 miles an hour with higher gusts, and movement is to the north at 14 miles an hour. Right now, it's classified as a hurricane with winds of 74 to 110 miles per hour. Alright, let's take a look at the computer model guidance from the National Hurricane Center. You can see here is the current position. Takes it on off to the north and northeast and then on out to the Atlantic waters. Well, over here near Europe later on next week. So it won't be long. We can say goodbye to Lee and Margot as well. Alright. Let's take a look at the intensity guidance, and then we're going to move on to Hurricane Margot next. Alright, right now it's a Category 1 hurricane with winds, Category 1 hurricane with winds of 90 miles an hour. It will continue to drop on off to the to a tropical depression later on down the road, but into a tropical storm as well. Also as well over the next I'd say 36 to 72 hours it'll be dropping down to a tropical storm. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on to Tropical Storm Margot. That's your information on Lee. Let's take a look at not Tropical Storm Margot, Hurricane Margot. I'm backing up there, fellas and folks. Alright, but anyway, here's the system here spinning in the north central tropical Atlantic. The eye wall is located here, getting a little raggedy, but in the northern portion of the storm still got pretty good convection around the center. But like I say, a lot of dry air wrapping into the center. I'm expecting this system to weaken probably in the next few advisories. It should weaken down to a tropical storm. Alright, we're going to try to look at the information, the forecast cone on Margot. Okay, we're fixing to look at the forecast. Okay. Alright, you can see here's the wind field of tropical storm force winds. Here is the hurricane force wind. Still expected to remain a hurricane as it kind of just meanders around out here into a tropical storm. And then it kind of just peters out later on down the road about 12 p.m. Tuesday of next week. Should just become on and we can say goodbye to Margot. Alright, if you're plotting this system at home is located in latitude 36.5 north, longitude 39.8 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 80 miles an hour with higher gusts. And movement is to the north-northeast at 6 miles per hour. Right now it's a hurricane with winds of 74 to 110 miles per hour. Alrighty, let's move on to the hurricane guidance. As you can see, here's the current position. It continues to move back to the west, then eventually to the northwest, to the north, and then eventually out to sea. And then we can say goodbye, Margot. And like I said, it's supposed to remain a fish storm in the tropical Atlantic. Alright, we're going to take a look at the intensity guidance. As you can see, it's got about 70 knot winds equal up to 80 miles per hour. Currently continues to drop on off into a tropical storm and eventually tropical depression later on down the road, about 144 to 168 hours out. Alrighty, now here's our next system we're going to have to watch. This system will become Tropical Storm Nigel over the coming day. Looking pretty well healthy at this time, getting its act together. It should become a hurricane. I would not be surprised Nigel even reach a major hurricane as well. Alright, we're going to take a look at some computer model runs. Okay, we're going to take a look at some computer model run, then we'll take a look at the intensity guidance. As you can see here, the current position of the storm continues to move on off to the west-northwest. Then it kind of moves off to the north-northwest. Some of the computer models want to take it a little bit further west. Some of these want to go ahead and curve it toward Bermuda or just east of Bermuda. We'll have to watch that as it gets closer down the road. But right now, this is the way the projection taking its turn right now by the computer model. Alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance of this storm. As you can see here, it is about 25 knot winds, equal to about 30 miles per hour winds. Takes into a tropical storm about 12 to 24 hours, 36 hours from now. Some even takes up to a Category 3 hurricane, Category 4. That's why I said it could become a major hurricane. But most models keeping it about a Category 2 at this time. Alright, well that's your tropical weather update. Now let's take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation here in the United States. Alright, you can see here we got tropical storm warnings and hurricane warnings in the Atlantic Ocean. Gale warnings still extending from the Maine all the way down to the east coast of Florida. Got some high surf warnings in effect for the Carolina coastal areas. Also, we have a frost advisory for you guys in Pennsylvania. Hurricane statements for portions of Massachusetts, Boston, Connecticut, New Hampshire, all the way into Maine. Tropical storm warnings, watches are in effect. Hurricane watches in effect from you guys in eastern Maine all the way down to Rhode Island vicinity and Boston, Massachusetts region as well. Also down in South Texas, got a heat advisory, some special weather statements there. A flood warning, flood advisory for Central Texas. And a flood watch also in effect for northeastern New Mexico. Alright, Alaska looks good. So on the south side, got some gale warnings. And the Hawaiian chain island looks a-okay at this time. Alright, here's the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. We got some general thunderstorms across portions of South Carolina, down into the Florida Keys, back to Texas, back to Nevada, California, all the way into portions of the Dakotas and Minnesota, and portions of Wisconsin. We have a marginal risk through portions of eastern New Mexico down into South Texas. If you live in San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, Midland, Texas, Odessa, Texas, Round Rock, Texas, you're under a marginal risk for severe weather this afternoon. Tornado probability over central and south Texas. This includes San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, Round Rock, Texas, Victoria, Texas, Cedar Park, Texas. Damaging winds for today. Same area, Midland. Let's see, damaging winds. Yep. San Antonio, Texas, all the way to Round Rock, Texas, and surrounding areas. Let's take a look at the hail probability, 5%. This includes Midlands, Texas, Odessa, Texas, St. Angelo, Texas, Clovis, New Mexico, Hobbs, New Mexico, for large hail this afternoon. Alright, let's move on to your Friday forecast, and then we're going to wrap up this video. Alright, as you can see here, we got general thunderstorm from portions of Florida Keys up in the portions of Georgia through Texas, all the way to New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, all the way up into Minnesota, Wisconsin region, and Iowa. Also, we still got that marginal risk over Texas, also in the New Mexico, and also Oklahoma as well. Alright, if you live in St. Angelo, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Abilene, Texas, Midland, Texas, excuse me, you're under marginal risk for severe weather on Friday. Tornado probability, less than 2% all areas. Damaging winds and large hail, both. This includes San Antonio, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Abilene, Texas, Midland, Texas for damaging wind. Hail, same location, San Antonio to Midland, Texas, and surrounding areas. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not, and we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a great, wonderful Thursday afternoon, folks.